As part of your S2 computer graphics, you're going to create a 3D CAD model of a 330 ml drinks can and ring pull using Autodesk Inventor. Desktop publishing is the development of documents using software on a computer. You will also design and develop a label for your can to create an original product. This label will be developed using design elements and principles to create a professional look. This label will then be decaled or wrapped around the can to create an original product. The finished product would be used in the promotional advertising to a customer. The first step is to create a new part. To do this, open Autodesk Inventor from the desktop. If this is the first time it's loading, it might take a while to load. To open up a new part, click on New. Ensure you select Metric from the menu here, then Standard Millimeter IPT. Click on Create and it will open up a blank page ready to create your model. To get started with the model, we have to start with a sketch. To do that, I'm going to start with a 2D sketch and I'm going to click on one of the vertical work planes. I'm going to go for the X and Y plane. I'm then going to draw a rectangle, starting from the origin. The origin is where the green dot snaps to the yellow dot. I'm going to click once and I'm going to click twice. Using Dimension tool, I'm going to click on my vertical line, drag out, and I'm going to change that to 110 millimeters. I'm then going to change the horizontal to 32.5. Using the zoom functions, I'm going to zoom all. That then shows me my rectangle that's 110 by 32.5 millimeters. Next thing we're going to do is scroll into the top of the rectangle. You're going to select rectangle again, snap the cursor to the top corner where you see the green dot, click once, click twice, and dimension the horizontal 27.5 millimeters and the vertical 3 millimeters. The next step is particularly tricky. What you need to do is scroll into the top corner and we're going to create the lip for the can. To do that, we're going to select the arc tool. You're going to make sure that the top point of the arc snaps to the horizontal line. So click on the horizontal line, drag it down to the vertical line and snap it to that line, and create a small arc in the corner. We then need to dimension this. You're going to select the edge of the arc and create a 5 millimeter radius. Then you're going to select the point at the edge of the arc and a point at the corner. Drag up and make it 3 millimeters. Point from the edge of the arc, point at the corner, drag out and 3 millimeters. If this doesn't go right the first time, the best way to fix it is to press undo and try again. The next step is to create the arc at the bottom of the can. What we want to do is to go to zoom all and then scroll in to the bottom right hand corner this time. This arc is going to be a mirror image of the arc we just created. We're going to click and snap to the bottom horizontal line, then snap to the vertical line and create an arc in the opposite direction. Dimension the radius again to 5 millimeters. Click on the edge, the 2 points and 3 millimeters and the bottom point and the corner point 3 millimeters. This arc will now be a complete mirror image of this arc at the top. The last step is to create a third arc. This arc is going to be slightly larger than the first two arcs. You're going to select the arc tool again. You're going to click on the vertical edge and then click further along on the horizontal. and sweep your arc up the way. You're then going to use the dimension tool. The shortcut for dimension is just pressing D on the keyboard. Click on the arc, make that 110, then click on the edge of the dot, click on the corner, and 3mm. Then you're going to click on the edge of this arc and the dot at the end of it, and the dot at the end of the other arc, and make that 2mm. That's us now finished the sketching section of the model. What you should have is the large rectangle with the small rectangle in the top left hand side, the small arc in the top right hand side, the small arc in the bottom right hand side, and the larger arc in the bottom left hand side. Once you've done that, you're going to go to Finish Sketch and scroll out so you can see your full profile. We're then going to select Revolve. When we do this, this box pops up. The profile we want to select is the section in the middle. What you want to ensure is that the top rectangle and the arcs are not selected. You're then going to choose Axis. The axis we want to choose is this long line here on the side where the rectangle is. If you click that, it then revolves your profile round 360 degrees and creates the shape of the can.